What's up? It's your boy Car Seat on here. Let's talk about it. I bet you if I said who was the top earning people on YouTube, and y'all would probably say Jake Paul and DJ Academics and DJ Vlad, right? Well, only one of those names would you be close to, and that's Jake Paul. You would be close if you said Jake Paul. Now, all the problems started to show their heads and rear their ugly heads um, in YouTube's algorithms. There are so many people that try to navigate it, they follow the rules and still don't get it or understand how it works because it's not constructed in a way that really makes sense. And as anything in business, you want to see what your competitors are doing or the people who are doing the same thing as you, creating content, seeing what is they're doing that's making their content so extraordinary than yours. So you start looking at the content creators themselves. You look at the number one person on YouTube that's making videos is a guy named MrBeast. I know him because my godson watches him and he's like 10. So if you know about MrBeast, he does all these challenges or all these events where he's giving away all this money on the show and he earns somewhere from 54 million and up. You know, that's almost double what he made just a year before. Now, he's got something called Mr. Beast Burger, an app and menu that lets fans order some meals from like restaurants across the world. Um, he handles the marketing, pushing the burgers, and he has nearly 90 million YouTube subscribers. He and the restaurants he splits the profits from the orders. Um, he sold about at least 5 million sandwiches in doing so. Number two is Jake Paul. 45 million in returns, right? Um, uh, he's doing boxing in the ring now. He's promoting fighters. He's basically using his popularity on social media and translating that into actual revenue in the boxing world. And then you got Marky Plier, who's making 38 million. He basically used t-shirts, hoodies, and mostly, really good with I would say, the merchandising of his business, the Edge of Sleep. He's got some film television adaptation going on. Then you have Rhett and Link. They're doing 30 million plus. That's a daily talk show where they have a cooking thing called Mystical Kitchen, and they do a whole lot of other different things and initiatives there. Unspeakable. This guy, basically has fun. He's making 28.5 million on YouTube. This guy named Nathan Graham, he goes on YouTube for about the last decade, and he's just going around making videos of himself, playing video games like Minecraft, and just doing silly stuff, and people pay to see it. Then it's this girl named Naskaya. She's got 28 million or above. She's got a spotter deal last year. selling merchandise rights to her old YouTube videos to spot her for cash up front. You know, she's immigrated from Russia with her parents. She draws 87 million. She's a child, and she keeps, just making videos. And from that point, you got the guy Ryan Kaji, $27 million for this child who basically plays with toys. Red Titan, his childhood superhero. He wears a crimson cape and he just plays with blistle blocks and smiles and have fun. Then you got Dude Perfect, right? He's making 20 million. Then Logan Paul, he's making 18 million. So what are you starting to see here? There's another guy, this guy named Preston Arsman. He's doing 16 million. So these are like the top 10 guys of 2021, top earners on YouTube. Now, you don't hear academics, you don't hear DJ Vlad, you don't hear none of these names that you guys probably frequent and speak about every day. Most of these people I've said, they make videos you probably don't even watch. But you think the majority of the people watch the things you watch. That's not necessarily true. The world is a big place. So there's a market for everybody. But have you noticed one key thing about the top earners in YouTube? Everybody I just named are not beefing. Have you noticed that? There's no drama. They're just having fun making videos. And the majority of this list is Caucasian and Asian, right? What a surprise, right? That these deals that are on the table and being provided are being provided by people who have the standards of doing what you see here, driving the revenue and driving the business and using their platform to open doors to other revenue streams. Now, when you start seeing all of these things fall into play, you start to ask yourself these questions. What am I doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? I'm not saying do what they're doing. I'm just saying is you see the model, you see where they're going to pay the money for. Now, if you want to just beef with people all day and go back and forth talking trash, and you think that's the way to do it, and that's what your videos want to be about, fine, knock yourself out. But if you're trying to grow, you want to be successful, and you want to make great content, and want to be successful in this YouTube game for the future going forward, that's not the way to go. Why? Because this is showing you. Now, I'm quite sure academics make a lot of money, 7 figures, doing what he's doing. But he makes 7 figures and can't walk outside. He needs security everywhere he goes. These guys really don't need security. Preston Arsman can walk around outside, no security. Nobody's trying to knock him out or do anything. Right? Dude Perfect, that whole crew, no one's trying to harm them. And they're making the money. But you got people like academics and DJ Vlad. Those guys need security because there's people out there that might want to harm them because of the type of content they put out. Even though they make revenue, Adam 22 and the rest of them, It's just not in this category. And the reason why it's not in this category is because the content they do is kind of adult themed, and it's not for everybody. It's not all inclusive. So that's all I wanted to point out, and bring some reality to the situation. So I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to support the page, man. Hit the super chat. My cash app is Carcino, Karceno, and that's it, man. I'm out the door.